Baby, just lie tonight. You know you wanna turn up. I can make you feel right all night.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tia here. If you are new, please like and subscribe. But for today's video, I'm going to give you my Snapchat content creation tips to go viral quick. So pretty much, like, I know there's a lot of creators out there that are focusing on YouTube and TikTok, but I feel like people have never really tried posting on Snapchat, right? And I just wanted to give people some tips and strategies to help build a thriving presence for you to get monetized on Snapchat and help give you like a wider audience, right? And I feel like a lot of celebs are on there and they're making a lot of money on there because obviously they're getting like all these views or whatever, but I never really see like regular people posting on Snapchat. You know, like you rarely watch Snapchat reels unless it's like a famous person that you're interested in, you know? So basically there is a main page on Snapchat called Snapchat Spotlight, which is basically like the TikTok reels section of Snapchat. I didn't know people were actually watching it, but I'm pretty sure it's majority like male based because men are out there like, oh, I don't want to download TikTok, blah blah blah, and then those are the same men that watch Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, Snapchat Spotlight. You know, they're watching TikTok everywhere else besides TikTok, which doesn't make sense to me. But pretty much I have started on posting on there like I'm gonna say 2 months ago now. So I just wanted to give you guys some advice if you are or wanted to try being on Snapchat, right? So the first thing I could give you is to use the effects that Snapchat actually offers. Like put a sound from Snapchat, use a filter from Snapchat, use like the effects, the video effects from there, like the hashtags, type stuff on the screen, all made in Snapchat. Because me, typically, I make my video in TikTok and then I'm here posting it to like all these other platforms. But in reality, you should be using the platform effects that come with the platform instead of just broadcasting that one video everywhere. And it is really time consuming if you actually took the time to like edit your video in Instagram, edit it in YouTube, edit it in, it is time consuming obviously, so that is why I'd be spreading it everywhere from TikTok. But Snapchat, I realized their videos do better if you edit them in Snapchat. Next tip I can give you is to post a video with a question, such as like, you know, how do I look in this dress, how does this hair look on me, how does my makeup look today? Because if anything, people are going to be nosy and they're gonna stop and answer the question because they feel like their opinion matters, you know, like the people who are always constantly talking shit about you, whatever, like, or maybe just inquisitive, nosy people in general, they want their voice to be heard. So they're gonna stop and answer a question. So I feel like that really gets you a lot of engagement in general from like any apps, but mostly Snapchat, because Snapchat is kind of like a boring app. It's like a dead app, like less used than the other ones. So I feel like when you're asking people a question, people who are watching it are like, oh wow, like someone's actually on Snapchat asking questions, that's crazy, let me leave a comment, you know? The next thing you can do is to post entertaining videos. So this could be like a funny video of your friend, of your pets, of you dancing, whatever, basically like anything that would go viral on 2020 TikTok is what people on Snapchat find funny, because I think Snapchat is also a lot of older people as well. Like I feel like younger people are on Snapchat doing like the snap streaks, but they also use TikTok most of the time. But then people who are using Snapchat Spotlight, they're kind of like millennials, and you know, I don't know. I feel like it's mostly millennials. Like I'm not a millennial. Don't put me in that group, but it's like I'm still posting on Snapchat, or I like, you know, I keep Snapchat for my memories until I found out that you could post stuff on the Spotlight and get paid from that as well. The next thing you could do is anything about relationships, because people do get jealous or triggered easily, which provides a lot of engagement, you know, such as like, oh, why am I still single? Why are a lot of men still single these days? Like, you know, I could never date a man that does, you know, just like anything that's about men or like relationships or dating, because I feel like a lot of people are once again nosy. They love putting their input into those type of conversations. Or if you post a video about men, we all know men get triggered easily. You know, you could say like all men cheat and they'd be like, oh, not me, not me. And they don't even realize that you're not saying like all men, you're just saying like some of them, you know, because realistically it's not all of them, but they can't use their brains and think that, you know. So if you post videos like that, you'll have like a million men just like arguing in your comment section for no reason. And The next thing I could say, like even going into that, is like leave your comments on your posts, because sometimes there'll be like people bullying you or triggering you, or they just want to argue, they'll be trolling, whatever, you know. But a lot of these comments, like sometimes they'll make you mad, but I realize like if I keep every single comment on there, other people are going to argue under it for me. Like either my fans that actually know me, they're gonna comment and be like, "Oh, she never cheated before. What are you talking about?" Like basically replying to the incel comments for you, right? And then the incels are gonna reply back to them, because the incels always got to get the last word because they're childish and like arguing with women and whatnot. So I realized that when you keep your comments positive or negative, it's giving you engagement either way, regardless if they're saying like mean things about you or saying like, "Oh, your outfit's ugly, like what the fuck is this outfit she put together, oh my god, this is the worst outfit I ever seen." Keep that fucking comment. You know, if anything, like replying to them boosts engagement even more, but at the same time you don't want to feed into that negative energy. So if anything, I will only reply to like 5 or 6 comments, be like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Like, or I say like, "Thanks for the engagement, thanks for the engagement." That's, I copy and paste the same comment, because either way my number of comments is increasing, whether I'm commenting back or if they're arguing in the comments. It's engagement for me either way. The last thing is that at 60,000 followers, which might seem like a lot, you can be monetized on Snapchat. And since I planned out this video, when it says I planned this video on September 22nd, because I'm looking at my laptop right now, and it says I currently have 12.1 followers on Snapchat, but currently today, as I'm making this video, a random day in October, I currently have 15,000, you know. So that's only like 3,000 within like 2 weeks or so, you know. So I feel like I'm gonna slowly climb the ladder and eventually get to 60,000. But it is the same with all social media apps, how you have to meet the one following criteria, and then that is when you can start to get paid and start to put ads on your videos and yada yada yada. So I really want to see what happens when I do get to 60k, because I feel like I've been trying to get monetized on YouTube forever. I've been trying to get to like 50k on TikTok forever, and it's like I have all these goals on all these different apps, but they're really hard to do because a lot of people are like stingy with their follows and stuff like that. But I guess Snapchat, people are like quick to follow you on there if they see you doing like a funny video or like a makeup video or pretty much like anything I suggested, right? They are quick to follow you on there. So I did not know that I would gain followers that fast, but I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Whenever I do get to 60k, I'll make another video of like other things I tried on the app, or like how it is being monetized on there, because I have never seen people do videos about being monetized on Snapchat, because like I said, it's more of like a celeb based thing for them to post on Snapchat, and they post like, you know, 30 different stories with the ads in there. They're getting paid by the ads, right? Even though we all just click through that shit anyways. So I've never really seen anybody do like a Snapchat monetization video, so that is why I wanted to do this, even though I'm not technically there yet. I will be one day, because if I have been posting on here, and keep in mind, I don't even post every single day or multiple times a day, you know. So imagine if I was actually as active as I was on TikTok, on Snapchat, I would already been at 60k. But I don't know. Once I get there, I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you updated. But yeah, that was it for this video. Stay tuned for more. Bye.